Big news, big update coming for the international students in Canada. I can't say this is all that good, but I can also say that this we were almost anticipating or expecting. First one, postgraduate work permit extensions that a lot of you wanted, were expecting, were hoping for. Well, the bad news is it's not happening. Marc Miller today has announced that postgraduate work permit extensions under the public policy that is currently applicable for people whose postgraduate work permits are expiring 31st of December 2023, that will be the last of it. They will not be extending this public policy into 2024. I know a lot of you will be very, very disappointed, but then this was something which we were anticipating, considering the negative sentiment that is there within the Canadian public, as well as the labor market conditions at this point of time. The second big announcement was about the living expenses that the international student must be able to show or demonstrate to the visa officer that they will be able to live in Canada comfortably. This amount has been raised to $20,635, which was originally only $10,000 that people needed to show per year for their living expenses in Canada. Well, this amount was actually set in the year 2000. This is 2023, so obviously this inflation and this amount was expected, but doubling to more than the required 10,000 earlier is going to be a huge task. And this is effective January the 1st, 2024. And then the third big news was about the 20-hour per week waiver. This was extended earlier last year, and this allowed international students to work for more than 20 hours per week, which is otherwise the limit. Now you will be able to work as an international student for more than 20 hours a week, and this will be applicable until the end of April 2024, which coincides with the end of the academic year. And anybody whose application is in progress or has applied for a study permit before the 7th of December would be eligible to work full-time, would be able to work more than 20 hours per week until the end of April. This is the extension that has been given from the earlier policy expiry date of December 31st, 2023. Now, overall, there are a lot of mixed sentiments in the market. A lot of people are quite upset about the news, about the information that has been coming. But Marc Miller has come out with some very, very strong words against the provinces who are responsible to check the DLIs, the designated learning institutions, to see if they are actually providing the support to the international students. Marc Miller said in very, very straight words that he will not hesitate to take some very strict actions and even limit the number of study visas that are being issued to the international students if the DLIs are not more responsive and supporting the international student community. This was a brutal statement made by Marc Miller, and we have to see how the provinces are going to take action on it and make sure that the DLIs are indeed cooperating and complying with the requirements. Overall, a long day for international students, some mix of a relief in terms of the extension of the 20-hour per week waiver, but at the same point of time, it is incredibly disappointing for all those people who are hoping and waiting and expecting that the postgraduate work permits expiring in 2024 will be extended. Unfortunately, this news will be quite devastating. For people whose work permits are expiring in 2024, they should be looking at PNP options, they should be looking at job offer supports from the employers, they should be looking at French as a second language, and they should also be looking at the category-based draws to see if they can still manage to get the 6 months work experience so that they can still be eligible under the category-based draws. While the next few months would be difficult for these international students, we hope that the express entry draws continue and bring relief by way of lower CRS scores.